Hi there, that's right, it's Nick Thatch back on the camera again. Hi there, how the heck's it going? I'm sorry I didn't get a video out yesterday, I had a few problems with the computer, but now everything seems to be working okay. So now I'm doing a reading for Goth Star Medium Luna, who's made another request, and we'll just see what's coming through for her today. Now she's got quite an interesting situation. She's been thinking about her own spiritual path, and she had a dream recently whereby she felt that spiritualism was essentially the spiritual path for herself, so that she could, learn mediumship, learn about healing, and also go through the process of learning that people within the spiritualist church actually do. So what I'm going to do today is just do a quick tarot reading, and we'll see what kind of things are coming through with reference to the possibility of Goth Star Medium Luna actually being happy and feeling, self-esteem, pleasure and pride of being involved with the spiritualist movement. Okay? Just a moment. Okay, well I've shuffled the cards very thoroughly and I've done a little spread there. I'll just show you the cards so we can see what's coming through. Okay, well we've got a bit of a variety of energies here, but of course I'm looking out for signs which are appropriate to the sense of spirituality, of happiness, and of being in the right place. We seem to have them here. This is a bit of a chronological spread which covers the whole process of being a spiritualist for yourself, Goth Star Medium Luna, okay? Firstly, the Wish card. Isn't that wonderful? That's speaking more about this is actually what you'd like to go for, it's what you'd like to be involved in. There's a sense of connection of the energy there. Now following that, the Prince of Wands there, that's often associated with the energy of the Archangel Michael, and therefore very healing. Now there's plenty of people who I've known who've been involved in the spiritualist movement who actually say they've had conversation and communication with the Archangel Michael. Some of them are my customers and they call me on the various lines I work on. And that is an energy which seems to be very present, very predominant within the spiritualist movement these days for some reason. So it's interesting that those signs would actually come out here at the outset of the reading as we're looking into your development into spiritualism. But let's see a move further forward and see what else is coming through. A bit of a combination here, but this combination is not totally negative. If we think about basically what spiritualism is about, it's about the astral, it's about sensitivity, so it's rather interesting. We've got the lunar signs coming through, but there's also a caution associated with the moon card, telling you to make sure, go for it, experiment, explore, experience, but also be aware that sometimes you can end up misinterpreting your experiences bit by bit. So just make sure you bring yourself back to earth there, okay? More watery signs further forward, talking about that sense of sensitivity and that sense of potential progress that you could have. Also, a very strong male signs. Do you have a spirit guide already? Is there a male presence that you feel around you when you're going into, prayerful or meditative states and you're feeling the developments that we sort of had alluded to over there? It is a possibility you've already got some kind of guide or spirit presence which has the capacity to actually help you to tap in. If you try an astral projection, you may actually see one or two spirit beings, and maybe they themselves are in fact your guides, okay? But there's one particular message there about guidance, very close to the signs of intuition and those signs relating to sensitivity, which could be really, really important for you when moving on down the line in the, as it were, career of a spiritualist. Now, further on down the line as well, signs of a new era. It's reversed at the moment, so it's suggesting you're not totally, your feet are in the water, you haven't dived in yet, but the new era is there for you, and yet it does appear to be right for you to be involved in this spiritual path, because the sun card always deals with happiness. You might think about, we've got a contrast between the sun there and the moon there, and the energies are different. No, that will be talking about progression towards a sense of balance. So instead of just having just the sensitive side, you'll be able to have the intellectual and willful side as well, which means that there's much more of a sense of balance in terms of approach, grounded, understanding, and being able to apply discipline to the work that you do. Alright, so basically on that basis, what did this little reading tell us? Well, your question was whether this is the right path for you, whether being involved in spiritualism would actually be, beneficial to you, and does it resonate well with your soul? With the strength of the signs that we've had here, I would have to go so far as to say yes. I don't always like giving black and white yes-nos here, but in this particular case, I think it will be very beneficial to you. Obviously, when you actually go to a spiritualist church, you may need to apply some caution yourself, because you do get a wide variety of people there with a broad spectrum of ideas. Obviously, maintain your intelligence, make sure you keep your, your understanding of what's around you to yourself. But I personally don't see any harm in the spiritualist movement itself, okay? I think it's done an awful lot of good to an awful lot of people. And there was a spiritualist church in the part of the world where I used to live, and I used to go there very frequently and had a wonderful time. The hymns were great. We would always have like the New Age music going when we were doing the healing work ourselves, and you know, it was totally tranquil. It was a very special place for me, and it's still got a very special place in my heart. So not only does the reading come out with some positive signs there, but I also personally recommend spiritualism, as I've been through that route myself as part of my own development. Okay? Bid you good fortune, God and or Goddess, and on none of the above bless. All requests in a private message, not in the comment section, and I'll speak to you again very soon. God bless. Bye for now.